So, welcome back to part 35 of episode 2.
You're an idiot.
Oh my god, I
Yep.
was like, wait, something is not adding up.
No, that's faster than I expected you to get it, Rick, in your current state. So, we'll just jump back on into it. Let's not dilly-dally around. You are potentially.
Not loitering.
Well, you stand in She of a Thousand Eyes' tent.
Iris.
Iris, as you have called her, as this group is
Irish-
known for doing.
Irish,
She has been
Irish
dubbed.
shortwing.
You guys are very me when it comes to this.
Yeah, mate. Okay.
Yeah,
Definitely.
So,
that's where we got it from.
yeah, you just asked about going to the other planes. She's like, yeah, I could probably do that for you. So, do you want to go now, or is there something you need to do first?
Well, I'm just going to look to others. Pretty much.
I mean, I kinda want, like,
We do have that.
well,
thing we
yeah.
do. We're trying to go and nick stuff from.
Yeah,
Well, we're not trying to steal anything.
But we're not stealing, but we're taking as much as we can.
Trying to get permission to take things.
we have some permission to take some things. We might as well go in there, do a bit of window shopping, then leave. And as we leave, we can go grab what we want.
Well, you do have permission.
Yeah, but only for one thing.
Each. It is more than she would normally allow most people. But then again,
Well, we're not most people.
I gotta say, Coghammer, you do sound like a spoiled child, if you say it like that.
Well, you just sound like a brat.
if I'd had a childhood, I would comment.
Wait, are you just?
Well, that sounds weird.
Just glare over it. Coghammer.
Yeah.
It's not that big of a deal.
Well, so, if you wish to visit the train, I suppose I might as well follow.
If you really want to. You know, look at the others. I don't think we've got any reason not to let you.
Well,
I guess that's useful to have somebody else there.
Yeah.
An extra set of eyes, if you will. No,
That's
it's
very
one eye.
rude, Pan.
It has been nearly 4 years since I left this tent, I suppose. Some light exercise
We've
wouldn't
been
do.
in this tent for 4 years.
No, the door is like right there, right?
I've had no reason to leave.
Well, yeah, but surely you want to just like reset the counter every now and again.
No. It doesn't
Why
bother
not?
me. It doesn't really
Oh,
bother me.
Why bother keeping track?
It's good to know where you are, where you've been.
I'm gonna examine her like half featureless face. Does it seem like it bothers her? And she's just been like, oh, it definitely doesn't bother me.
Roll an insight check. Aha, I found my thing that beats me up.
14. So,
Is this the thing that you constantly throw and fail to
Yes.
catch? and
Yes,
then
it's the thing
slap
that hits
yourself in the
me.
face with?
oh
Yeah.
my god.
Yargon special cloth, being a special snowflake.
Yes. 13?
Yeah.
She's pretty hard to read with only half a face.
What's the top half say?
Not a lot, to be honest.
That's fair.
I guess it's becoming a catchphrase in this place.
What? Pretty hard to read?
Yeah.
I didn't steal it off anyone.
Yeah, that's a Yargon original.
No very well-known DMs were stolen from.
Ever.
None at all.
Only as good as the obscurity of your references. Let's.
I'm glad that that was an obscure reference.
It really wasn't, which is the joke. But continue.
Slides Matt Mercer 20 quid to never say it again. Well, shall we?
If you're here, do you
Yeah,
also get
might
to
as well.
take something from the train?
Theoretically, I could take something. I would have to ask Pius.
You should ask how much you're allowed to take, because they.
Can
seem
you
to
ask
let the
Pius
train.
to take something and give it to Rosemary?
Well,
Because this one here, I'm just pointing to Coghammer. He's a bit feisty, especially when it comes to the trains.
Huh?
she sort of like half
What?
smiles. Yes, I see
I
that.
think he's also a bit hard hearing.
What?
I'm not hard to hear.
Yeah, oh, friend, you're doing good.
She sort of like
I
begins.
think it shows. Oh, sorry.
I was going to say she sort of begins to step in your direction and pauses, and then continues.
I think. I think he's starting to show signs of. How do you call it when you get like?
Dementia, senile, old age.
Yeah, signs of. I
I'm
guess
just
it's
assuming the
you-
joke.
He's starting to show signs of old age.
Starting to show signs. That's putting it lightly.
Well,
Well, how about you start aging it up?
with the apparent loss of
You
one of your
know,
members,
I stopped aging like a year ago. Technically, my body, at least. Wait,
It
that's right? I'm
shows.
not making this up.
Anyway, what was she
it's
saying?
25, my dear, but sure.
Oh,
With the loss of one of your members, Pius has no issue with me taking an item for you.
Only one?
wait, what
Only
happened
one.
to?
Wait, what? Did Felix just
Did
like
we already get rid of Felix?
Felix isn't
yeet
there.
the fuck out? Or...
He's been quiet, but you guys didn't notice when he left. He's not there.
Wait a minute.
He took
Where
the
did-
fucking fucking.
Wait,
He stole the gun!
Well, we need to go find Felix. I'm gonna kill him.
Where's Felix?
I'm sure we'll find him at some point. Don't you worry.
Yes,
Felix,
Pandal. What do you
if
fucking
you've
want?
taken the fucking gun, I'm going to end your pitiful life. Lots of love.
By the way, I love your Mac impression.
Oh god. Well, I mean, what? Being silent, not paying attention.
Not paying attention, yeah?
Yeah.
Oh god. Can I do a Mac voice?
What was that?
So could you repeat?
This is my Mac voice. It's me. It's me, your good friend Mac.
Ow, my head.
I'm.
My ears.
Hang on. I need to count.
Dracula.
No, I need to count my words.
Oh, right.
It's me, Mac.
Dracula.
I mean, Felix. Whoops, I'm using up a lot of words on nothing.
Thank you, Jester.
Campaign to memes.
Yeah, it's a campaign too, man.
I
We'll get
mean,
there.
I know Jester, yeah, because I've seen the first bit of the second campaign, but don't know much more about it.
See more of it.
It's my gun.
I mean, I first have to finish first one.
I'm
See
sorry.
all of it.
It's my gun. You can't have it. You can find your own in the train. This is my
Poor
Mac
gun.
voice now. This is all I can do.
Core, why are you here?
That's not Core. Core was like
Oh,
that on
that's
fucking
pretty
steroids.
Okay,
yes.
Kitty's gonna get run over.
Yeah. I'm gonna use my last 4th level spell
Roadkill.
slot.
Don't
Cause sending
run
back at
over.
Felix.
Don't run over me. That's Core.
I'm gonna
Okay.
say, Felix, I have no personal gripe with this, but Coghammer may find you and kill your family.
The question is, would he fucking back down? And the answer is no.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, he wouldn't, would he? Yeah, you get no reply.
Well, Akane, I think he's leaving forever. Best get over him quick.
I'm gonna
I
go
gotta look
13 eye and start
pretty
looking
shocked.
around the camp.
Oh my god, he's there. He's very...
Oh, Akane's looking.
Okay.
Akane is looking pretty shocked. That's
Is
where
that
he is.
in action? You can move up to 30 feet. Okay. All right. Okay. Yeah. You begin. You pull off a small cog and look through it with one eye. You kind of squint through a hole in the center of this cog, and you guys don't see anything. It's Coghammer. You cast Arcane Eye and it starts floating off. Take you a while to try and find anything.
She's bound to be around here somewhere.
He's just kind of squinting through this cog.
Wait, he doesn't teleport, right?
I don't think so. He can run really fast though, so...
I was just kind of looking at you guys a little questioningly. Is there something you've lost?
More like someone, I think.
Yes, our cat boy has absconded with valuable merchandise. We would like it back.
Is that the item he claimed in battle?
Yes, and also the organ of our local sorcerer.
I believe it's called. I mean, it might be a heart. I'm not quite sure, to be honest.
That's what I was going with.
Ah.
Did he steal one of your kidneys, Akane?
Don't think so.
It's heart. I'm gonna say heart, definitely. Look at her. Broken hearted.
The eyes all focus on her as you say, look at her. She seems to be intact.
I meant emotionally.
I know.
Look at Akane, like, what?
I mean, yeah, she looks lost for words, I guess.
She sort of walks over. Well. Oh. I'm afraid I'm not to let you know where he is.
Wait. You
got
know?
it?
Why?
Yes, he... I can't...
Well, I got my eyes looking for him.
You appear to be looking at a cog.
Haha!
I was gonna bring that up.
I
Is
think
she-
she's got you
No
there.
magic. It's like...
No, she does not. Seems the only one that understands his spice.
I mean, you are just looking at a cog, though.
Ah,
Yeah, and I still assume he's doing some kind of magic, but you look like a bit of a twat just standing there.
Yeah, it's one of them
Vehemently
weird
into
cogs
that
that you
cog.
seem to really like, but it's still just a cog. Is this gonna help somehow? Or...
I mean, yeah, I'm looking for him.
I feel like he hasn't like shrunk into a cog, but I appreciate the effort, you know.
We'll meet him at some point, I'm sure.
You know,
No,
there's
fuck
all
him.
those eyes, weird thingies floating around.
The
I
weird
got one of
thingies,
my
I think
own.
that's rather instant.
Well, it's not metal at least, but I got one of those.
I've never seen it anywhere.
Well, haha, haha, haha.
Oh,
That's the point.
I see.
Oh, it's an invisible eye? It's like
Yes.
arcane? Like an arcane eye?
No, a cog eye.
Oh, right. But you can see cogs, so why can't we see your eye? Look through the other side of the cog.
You see
He's
his
got-
eye.
He's got cock fishing. Terrible.
That was really bad.
That was pretty awful.
I don't even know what it was meant to
To
be.
be fair, that was no worse than what we're used to. So
Also true.
I'm at my usual level. Hey.
Well, I don't think you'll find him here. He's no longer within the city.
What if we play 20 questions?
Hey, these.
Am I moving my eye
Is
towards?
he just leaving?
No, he has already left.
Okay, is he on this plane?
Yes, Pandal, he's on this plane.
Is he on the train?
No, he is not on a train.
Is he near a train?
That is relative.
Is he within?
is he alive?
Is he alive? That's a good start.
No.
Cool, where'd he
Yeah.
go? Where's his body? Where's his corpse?
Currently, walking.
Wait, what?
That's not what corpses typically do.
Where
I
is
have
his will?
experience.
Oh,
Does he
he's-
have a will?
I do not know. He was dead when you came to us.
I'm sorry, bless you?
Are you walking?
Yes, he's been dead for some time, it would seem. In a sense.
Oh my god, I get it.
You're fucking welcome. You know that number? It's days,
I know.
Rick. It's days.
Yep. You've already told me this.
I know.
I feel so smug. I knew from this. Smug boy.
Wait, what?
Yeah, but like what? So he's dead, but isn't, but is?
Yes, it's complicated.
Mac was actually RPing him quite well.
No, he
As was
wasn't.
his.
Don't even joke about that. I mean, it's good, but like, don't even joke about that.
pretty good. I should fairness. That was pretty good. Okay,
Stick it, shot, I fucking
where's
dare
the
you.
corpse? It's like walking which direction? Can we get like a bearing, maybe?
No.
What about the opposite of a bearing? That's not a bear with a necklace. That's like. No, you know what I mean?
Like a square rock?
I'm not to tell you anymore.
Like a square bear.
Like a square space?
I've been told that you're not to interfere.
We need a sponsorship.
This episode brought to you by Audible.
Right, audible.com.
Audible.com/please sponsor me.
This episode brought to you by Awful.
Go to patreon.com/misguided to get 0 months free trial on audible.com.
Audible stands for I can't be fucking bothered using all these letters.
Thank you, Jack's films. What is happening?
Anyway,
I think it's called derailing.
yes,
Oh, right.
Choo choo.
I think it's
Strangely,
funny you've been derailed.
fitting
Yeah.
by the giant fuck-off train that isn't on its rails that you're next to. Which, for the record, the rails, same rails as Coria, so you are a long-ass way from them.
Yeah.
Long ass.
Well, I wasn't going to say a long bottom way from them, was I?
The fact that I actually got a reaction ahead of you is the funniest fucking thing I've done all day. And have you even acknowledged that I said those words?
What have you done to me? Right, okay.
Sorry, continue. I need a minute.
Fuck it. I've
Okay, I'm back in the room. Sorry. Yes.
I've been informed not to let you interfere.
What do you mean not to let us? Like, you're gonna cast, like, eye beams at us? Like some sort of, like, seer? Like, observer? What do you...
No. I don't behold things. I simply behold things.
What?
Wait, what?
like, hold... like...
No, I just watch
like,
things.
clap,
I,
like a...
Why though? That sounds really boring.
It can be, but information is power, knowledge is power, and I provide our small group with some measure of that we would not have otherwise.
What knowledge do you have that you don't tell them?
That I don't tell them. A few things,
Like what? Any
Well,
embarrassing secrets?
probably.
Cool, what are they?
I wouldn't tell you that.
Why not? We're friends.
Why not though? Information is power, after all.
Yeah.
Precisely. But I think I would be quicker to tell those that I've been connected to for the last 100 years.
We can get some rope and tie you to Sauriv if you
Uh,
want.
Mentally connected to.
Oh, right, okay.
I'm sending my Akane around the camp looking for footprints leading out of the camp.
I assumed as much. But not find
wait,
none
who
of
has
them.
the Arcane Gate? It's for
It's me,
Pandal, isn't it?
Pandal.
Yeah.
It's Pandal.
Luckily, I got it off Felix at the end of last session. Otherwise, we could be in a bad spot right now, friends.
Yep. I mean, I don't think it would be a bad spot.
What have you got of Felix?
Attention, apparently.
Okay.
Should we move on?
I think Coghammer's
Let's-
pretty
Probably,
sound
yeah.
finding Felix, to be honest.
Coghammer, what is it that you require from him so much?
Well,
Don't you the fucking
what's the
plan?
first functioning thing of ancient?
Well,
There was a functioning thing that I actually could do something with instead of, well, if I tried to do something not get killed.
don't you? What are you playing?
Oh no, my dog. Sorry. Uh,
I can hear your controller, my dude.
that was. I don't know why I was doing that, to be honest. Sorry.
Well, I suppose there's always more.
Take us to them then. Show us the things.
Okay.
By the way, Akane just sat down somewhere, like, staring off.
It is like, kind of dirt floor in here. Actually, no, it wouldn't. It would be, have a rug over, like a large rug over most of it. But the only, like, cushioned area was the one cushion she was sat on in the center.
Yeah, she just got
Before you guys go in.
to the ground.
Okay. Are you coming with us? Akane?
Oi.
I sat down and falling off. Yeah, guess I should.
You okay?
She, like, holds a hand out towards you. Like, help you up.
No, I'm not. Yeah, she grabs her hand.
And she, like, pulls you up. Come. There's no need for that. And you see her, like, looking around as if she had eyes in her face, which she doesn't, and it's kind of strange. Let's go, I suppose.
Yeah, sure.
And she'll begin to try and lead you guys out of the tent.
Can I like try and like push Coghammer if he's like still
Yeah, I'm
looking
not
through his
moving.
eye?
I can see just fine.
Oh, fair.
I'm also just happening to see other things.
The edge of the
You
camp,
just.
which you've
Oh,
now,
yeah, you just received the information, okay.
Yeah, it's not like familiar.
which you've now
Alright.
circled, and there are no footprints leading away from it except the ones that you left on your way here.
Oh, because he's dead. Fuck. We all know dead people don't leave footprints.
I'm gonna send the eye along those footprints.
They
he
lead
fucking
towards the
walked out of
train.
the camp.
Maybe he walked backwards in his own footprints.
He walked out of the camp
Wait.
like a badass.
Wait. Maybe. You know how he was acting a bit weird after he got that bow, right? Then he like tried to snap it and get rid of it, and it didn't go away. And then you did a thingy, and then it went away.
Yeah.
Remember that?
When was this?
Yeah.
This was a while ago, like a
8
week
days
ago.
ago.
Yeah, a week ago was close enough, actually.
It was about 8 days ago.
Yeah, about then.
Oh.
He
Yes.
became Lord for a bit. It was quite funny.
Lord?
And then it wasn't.
Yeah, it was kind of.
Lord of what?
Yeah, he was like Lord of the fourth
Oh.
veil.
I predicted it.
Yeah. Sauriv was
Oh.
actually on the money. He was like, "Now you're Lord," and he was like, "Nah, it doesn't mean I'm Lord." And then I was like, "Nah, but you're Lord."
Oh.
And Sauriv was like, "Yeah, he's a Lord," and then he was the Lord.
And then
Then
there
we
was
got
flying
the Lords.
blood and it started
The
freaking
lords
out.
of the ladies of the 4th and 5th Pale.
He was the Lord of the Vale. Did he?
Is that the one? Something like that.
Yes.
Is that bad?
Did he ever mention any strange dreams or visions or anything like that?
But he like poked a ruby once, and then he was like super spooked about that, and like he
Yeah.
was like, "Oh hey, I want to like drink blood or something."
Yeah,
Ah,
he did mention that. Yeah, that was.
I see.
Well,
Yeah,
that did a thing on enemies seemed to be fine then.
Yeah, but he was sort of
What
just
did
like,
you do on him?
That's a bit of magic. I'll just pull the piece of metal that I have on me.
She doesn't turn towards it, but like 3 of the eyes, which are slowly growing in number as you walk through the camp. Like more of them
Collecting.
appear to be just appearing from nowhere.
Yeah, it's supposed to be take care of bad
Fantastic.
things.
Oh. Oh no. That... No, that's not enough. Yes. I'm afraid your friend has... There is almost nothing that can be done for him now. He is... beyond dead. The...
He's deader than dead.
You could say that.
Super dead.
I know nothing, well, little to nothing of the creatures, the creature he now is. They are but a myth, from what I believe. Or believed. From before the time of the Great Fall. Long, long before my time.
"Okay,
But-
we've told you one of our secrets. Now you have to tell us one of yours."
What do you mean?
Well, you thought they didn't exist, and now you have such breadths of information that you can now explore. And I don't know. I'm just trying to make something good out of this. Tell us the secret.
I
It's
can
called a
tell you.
secret.
I can tell you what I know of them. It's not really a secret, but few people know.
What is your favorite color?
Yeah, what is your favorite color?
Oh,
Do each of the eyes have a different favorite color?
no, I'd say purple. That's why
Solid choice.
I made my eyes purple. Why else?
Because they came like that in the box. I don't know.
Do they see color?
Of course they do.
Okay, that would have been a bit sad.
How many megapixel?
How many?
4.
How many eyes do you have? Like
Oh god.
2, 4, 6?
More than 1,000.
a lot.
Holy shit! But you were supposed to have exactly 1,000. I thought.
No. It's but a name. Originally I had 1,000, but I've made more over the years.
How do you make them?
Oh, you're stuck with the title because you're a humble person.
Oh, what?
Humble?
She, like, looks at you curiously? I stuck with what?
Title?
Oh. No. The title's just more convenient.
Wait.
To be fair, that's the only name I've ever had.
I just called you Iris. Is that not
Well,
good
I-
enough for you?
I quite like it.
Fair enough. It's easier.
Yeah. These people don't really care about what's easier. They kind of like looks around as just like as you guys just leaving the camp at this point. They're very set in their ways. Tradition, warfare, honor through battle, and victory.
We've noticed.
Yes.
I can kind of respect that.
I can't.
I mean, all of them's nice to have.
Unfortunately, they also respect great intellect. Not anywhere near as much, but they hold it of value.
Well, they were very rude to Sauriv, so I don't believe that.
Good thing I'm here then.
Yes.
As I keep peeking through my car.
Just keep.
You've reached the train by this point, by the way, Coghammer.
Yep.
Um,
I'm just gonna be checking out the train for now.
okay, where are you going in the train? Back the way you came, towards the gate room, or?
I'm just gonna check the outside if there's other like big stairs and stuff.
Okay, yeah. As I said, you don't see any other footprints. As you, like, having a look, yeah, there's a lot of big tears and gashes and huge, like, dents and all sorts across this train. It's well and truly fucked.
It's pretty much every cabin or
No. Well, oh, do you mean every carriage?
yes, every couch.
Oh, yeah, there's only 4, but yeah. All of them have huge things on them, and as I said, they are a mile long, so it's gonna... Like, you can see them, but you can't really go to them with the eye, it'll take forever.
Yeah, that's why I'm high up.
Because remember, there are 5,280 feet in a mile.
No, I don't.
Yes, there are. There are 5 tomatoes in a mile.
Yes.
Remember that.
Magic system, the system.
Yeah, I know, it's an annoying system, but America uses it, so...
Yeah.
5 tomatoes,
None of
5
us
2
are
8...
men.
Sorry, 5 tomatoes, 5 2 8 O's. Anyway,
Oh my god.
look, it works.
No. No, it doesn't.
Don't judge me. Don't fucking judge me.
Too late.
Look, I have to remember America's shitty measuring system somehow. I play this game. What do you want me to say? Oh, there's 40 furlongs in a mile.
You do say that anyway.
I don't, because I already forgot how far all of those measurements are.
What we want is irrelevant to what you will say.
You're
We have no
welcome.
control over this.
Anyway, yeah, so you find, yeah, you have a look around somewhat. It takes quite a while to move it, to actually, like, have a look across the train. It's quite big. But yeah, there's a number of other, like, gashes and cuts and things across it. Is there... Well...
Eh.
Why don't you tell me what you know about these creatures that your friend has become?
I mean, I know Felix is apparently one. That's it.
Curious?
I don't even know what you're talking about.
She sort of looks around. None of you know anything else?
I'll leave the... I'm more of an in-the-moment kind of guy. This is a kind of history thing,
Aye.
I think.
I'm well aware, large man. Don't worry.
There's
Oh, I
rogue
think he
somebody
tried to
else.
bite my neck once. He mentioned.
Well, that would have been most drastic. I'm glad he did not.
Yeah.
Blood magic. Do you know much of it? I find it unlikely.
I don't.
Still a little like waterfall, but it's gonna be a red waterfall. Out of one of my fingers.
That's about right.
Yeah.
Magic
Yeah, not a
and
fucking clue.
magic involving the undead and the undying and blood. It's never really functioned in my lifetime, but I'm told that before whatever destroyed these great trains, whatever event happened, it did work. It was far more powerful than any other form of magic. But it was, of course, limited, dangerous. And there is a being, well, there were beings, I should say, that could feed on the life essence of another creature. And by drinking the blood, usually
They're gods!
No.
Felix is a god.
No.
No?
God, I hope not.
Good.
By biting the neck of another creature, they could drain it of its life essence, and in doing so, empower themselves.
That's like super fucked up.
It grows worse. When they didn't do such things, they would become weak. If they did not feed for a certain amount of time, they would eventually burn in pure daylight until there was nothing left. And even if they stayed in the shadows, once some period of time, third of a year from what I've heard, had passed, they would become solid like a rock, a stone, and it would be their undoing. Most would find a way to drink the blood of someone at least once every few days. Some would take a longer time.
So wait, it gets to like third of a year and he just goes loopy?
No, they become solid, dense, unable to
Solid?
move, rigid
what?
like stone.
He was already pretty dense over.
Nice.
Pandal's cloak billows in your direction.
Like goes towards you. Like once.
Whoa, what the fuck is your
Yeah.
book doing?
Oh, it just does that. I would like pat it down again. Just like, God, don't worry about that. That whole thing.
Why does it keep doing that?
I don't know. I guess it just does that. I don't know. Cool cloak though.
It is pretty cool, yeah.
Yeah, it's got green
does
on
suit
it.
you.
It's silver. Thank you.
Well, I've told you some of what I know. Why don't you tell me one of your secrets? If this is how you wish to trade information.
I like the color green.
Say,
Not much of a secret.
Well, since
I
we're in a
never
sharing
told
mood,
anyone.
I'm trying to kill me dad.
That's more like it.
I framed my brother for stealing from my parents one time as a child. That was what I dad killing was pretty out.
Well, I'm trying to find the people responsible for the death of my parents.
Most
Wait,
tragic.
is it all of the secret from all of us for one secret of you? Or just one secret and one secret?
Because otherwise you always like a bunch of secrets.
I don't owe that which is willingly given.
Haha! Told you I'm the most smart one.
I mean, I think statute of limitations, I'm fine. It's been like 70 years. I think I'll be alright.
You know, when Pius said his intellect was to be feared as much as yours wasn't, I didn't take a word for it. I'm beginning to
green is my
understand.
favorite color. But you didn't think it was like a proper secret. Ah. What?
Coghammer, I think you've just successfully lied to yourself. I'm not sure what just happened.
By the way, Iris, I guess that's how we're calling Yargon.
That's having a moment.
I don't know why that
Yargon.
fucking killed me so much.
I don't know, I tickled you in the right way. The GM is having a moment. Please hold.
Okay,
Elevator
okay.
music.
Oh, I'm sorry. I just why that fucking tickled me so much.
Oh no.
Okay, right. Sorry, yes, go on, Akane. My apologies.
Iris, well, I guess that's how we're calling you apparently.
That works.
You don't perhaps know what went on in like Yosa like 17 years ago, do you?
17? Phew,
Yeah.
no. I've never been to
That's
Yosa.
great.
I
Kind
don't-
of figured.
I don't like to watch much of the mortal plane, the cities. They eventually tend to notice. I used to, long time ago. Used to keep an eye on some of them. Coria passed by once, and I let a number of eyes find their way on board. She sort of grimaces slightly. That hurt.
I should do this. I'm going to start eating peanuts out of a paper bag. But I have.
Are you saying you have eyes that are like everywhere?
No, not
Literally.
anymore. There are some.
Uh,
For the record, she does have about 30 eyes just floating around her head quite like tightly now.
When was the last time you saw Vernus?
Vernus? Ooh, maybe
Yeah.
a half century ago?
Oh,
Yes, it was
never mind.
half my life ago. It's been some time.
Wait, you're only a century old?
Yes. Why? Did you think I was older?
How old does she look? Like
About 20.
20s?
Like
Yeah.
early 20s.
That just sounds like this whole place has been for way longer.
Oh, it has. It's been here for thousands of years, from what I know.
Where did you come from then?
Well, Pius and some of the others helped build me, from what I know.
Wait, what?
Like a whole person?
What do you mean?
Like they build you?
Well,
Out of nothing?
out of pieces, out of machinery, out of scrap, out of metal. Yes.
Is that actually true what they told you?
Well, I wasn't there to verify it. But yes, it would seem to be true.
I want to examine her face real close. Like, does it look like she's like actual person face, or does it look like she was secretly a robot underneath her skin the whole time?
Looks like she's person face.
And you're sure it wasn't like human? What are we doing? Yargon.
Looks more like a maybe half elf, like kind of human, but yeah, more half elf, I'd say.
Angular.
Yeah.
Like Matthias? Oh.
Wow. Oh, it's him, Matthias.
She pulls off the mask to reveal, haha, it was me the whole time.
Haha,
No.
Matthias.
Ah, stab him!
Turns out my patron really fucked me up, guys.
No.
I'm sure it wasn't just like a human and an elf who loved each other very much and then didn't want to tell you about it.
I'm very sure. She kind of looks at you guys a bit questioningly. Very well. I see you don't believe me. She puts her hand up to the sort of white protrusion from the front of her face, and it kind of clicks away from Brickmore, and she pulls it down, and you can.
Oh, at least buy me dinner first.
And she sort of stops with it, like maybe a half centimeter away, and then. Oh, I'm sorry. I thought you wanted me to.
No, there was a. We'll work on the jokes bit.
I
For now,
think
like,
that
what the
was
fuck
a
is it
joke.
you?
Can never quite tell with Pandal.
Oh,
Yeah, it's sometimes.
she pulls it away, and you can see some strange, intricate sort of machinery and bits. Coghammer, go ahead and just roll an intelligence with your thingy check. Just investigation check with your thingy, because I know you want to.
Oh, that's a good one. 20.
Oh,
25. Okay.
No, 29.
Oh yeah, 29. Yeah, you kind of struggling to understand what like any of that is. It's amazingly intricate machinery. None of it's clockwork by the look of it. There's some bits that look like maybe they could be magic, but it doesn't look like most of it is. There's like clearly some kind of almost bone structure underneath that's made of metal, and there's bits that like stick through it and around it, and it's very hard to discern because she's not giving you much of a look. She puts the thing back on her face like after a few seconds, but at a glance, yeah, you see like this iron or maybe steel skeleton underneath that doesn't appear to have eye holes. It appears to be built as though, you know, no face was in, no top of the face part was required, and then she clicks it back into place. I'm sorry.
Uh-huh. Yep.
No, you cannot have another look. No, you can't try and take me apart.
What? No, whoa, 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 whoa.
That's what.
No, I don't think. No. Coghammer here, he's all for tearing stuff apart when it's dead, but I don't think he'd do that to anything living, right?
Yeah, he's old-fashioned. He'd take you out to dinner first, at least.
That's
Would
true. How
Don't
old are
prove me
you?
wrong, Coghammer.
He's gonna hold out his hand and start counting.
I don't know if he can count that high.
We'll see.
Aha!
Yes?
Around 3 centuries,
Oh,
give or take.
God, you're old.
so you
He
are...
just has like 3 hands open on his hand. 3 fingers.
Nice.
3 hands over me.
That-
Coghammer's had like 6 arms this whole time. None of us have watched.
It was actually
Like General
six.
Grievous.
Yeah. Oh, well, he's...
six. No,
I suppose that makes you the oldest then.
yeah. He's young whippersnappers.
How old are you, Pandal? You said something about 70 years ago?
Oh yeah, I'm a crisp 80.
Oh.
No.
Well, you don't look a day over 90.
Such a charmer. You don't look a day over 1,000,000 years old.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
What?
Nothing.
Curious. Well, you are a fascinating bunch. But we're here, so where is it that you wanted to see, explore, find? Is there anything in particular you're looking for? As you sort of reach the train. Aha, convenient timing.
Yeah. I know you ruined it.
Just about everything.
She kind of gestures to it. Well, this here is the train, and you're going to need to be more specific than that.
Can we just have like one of the carriages, just like that one?
I think the completed train is one thing.
Oh, so we can take the train and then just have some things left over, I guess.
I-
For goodwill.
Do we have a big enough pocket? I don't think we've got a big enough coat pocket.
Well, if we just have it as ours, we can just deal with it whenever we want. Even if we just like leave it here, we rent the land. It'll be fine.
She kind of looks at you curiously. I don't think that would work. Do you want me to ask Pius?
Yeah. Be like, can we take one thing around the train?
Can we take one thing if it's got more than one thing in it?
That's a bad way to phrase that request.
Can
Sauriv.
we take one train?
There's a sort of
Take
brief
away,
pause,
please.
and then Pius simply said you can take one thing from the train.
Okay, so I'll take this carriage. Coghammer, you can have that one. Akane, that one, and Sauriv, that one.
Technically, yes, but you do have to take it.
Okay, yeah, that's fine.
As long as you don't leave it there.
Well, that's fine. Yeah. Any time limit on how long we have to take it away?
Well, you have to actually pick it up. Bring it
Well,
to
you
her.
said leave it directly there, so shunt it a bit.
Do you think you could shunt it out of place?
I mean, don't know until you try, do you?
A number of the eyes kind of like swarm off upwards and around the train, often like loads of different angles. I
It's
don't.
still like on a slope, right? Even if it's not like it's like still
It's
vaguely
kind of
mountainside.
very embedded into it, but yeah,
Yeah, it's sort of, yeah, but
Yes.
it's embedded in the mountain.
yes.
As much as I'd like to try, I still want to prove Jemima wrong.
I mean, that is also a good shout.
Who is this Jemima? You've mentioned him
Oh,
before.
Jemima's lovely. He's. I don't know,
He was our guide to the Guardian.
I
Yeah,
have
I
a
thought you were
habit of calling people names.
I thought you were guided by one of the Guardians.
Oh yes,
What?
yes. He guided us to the bad one.
Then,
The one they wanted us to hit really hard.
right, you named one of. Why did you do that?
They didn't have
It's
one.
a standard thing they do.
Yes, they don't. They are one entity most of the time.
Well, then they're all Jemima, and that's just very confusing.
Yes.
He could have told us, but he didn't, so that's sort of on him, to be honest.
It's best not to mess with them too much. They get grumpy.
We noticed.
Hmm. Well, if you can
Very
pick
gotta
the
be
train up
worried.
and bring it to Pius, then technically you could.
Bringing it to someone wasn't really part of the thing, but okay.
That's how she has chosen to define. Take. Bring it to her. Show her the item you want to take, and then she will.
She says no, right? So we've taken the item, and we've got it to her, and we're holding it, and she goes, "You can't have that." What happens then?
She would not do that.
Okay,
She
that's
has
fair.
not given you any limit other than it has to be from the train, so not the train itself. But I suppose if you were to break it to pieces, then. Well, as long as one piece was left. But. You do have to be able to bring it to her. If you think you can shrink this down.
Just gonna look at Pandal and just say, "You're the magic one."
I can't shrink this down. That's.
Yeah.
I was just gonna try and like roll it down in that direction, be like, well, it's close enough.
Well,
Hey guys, remember the bottle you have? I just thought I'd mention that.
Do I have it? I don't know if I know who
I
has
don't
it.
even remember who has that.
I think I have it.
The
I
bottle.
don't know anything about it.
Yeah, I don't have it written down.
You
I
don't.
have
The
it.
bottle's cool.
It's the
Yeah, I was thinking.
I just thought I'd mention
Yeah.
that because shrinking things
Like
came to
bringing
mind.
up the thing that we're scared of and don't want to open at as many points as possible.
Oh, no.
Oh yeah, pretty much.
I mean, I'll
No,
be back for the
that's
train
okay.
later anyway, so.
Well,
That's
yes, there is no time limit on your bringing an item to Pius. As long as you can carry it to her, then that would work.
Okay, but I want to look around, and I'm gonna go in to
Very well.
try and like go towards the closest carriage.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you're like right at one of them.
Just go. I'm gonna find a fucking crevasse.
Yeah, it's pretty much. Well, you'd be at the place where you went in last time, earlier today, I suppose. Where you came out of, which is the place. So yeah, you can you head on in. You've been in here before. It's all sideways. She follows you in. Looks to the others.
Yeah, I'm gonna head in as well.
Okay.
I'm
As
gonna
you-
have my arcane eye look for the place where the in the plane where the door was.
The
Like vision door.
fish. What?
Back when we went to the whatever the plane is with all the different doors and stuff with visions behind them.
Ah. Okay.
It's a good show.
Yes. Okay.
Cool magic eye.
It's a little ways from here because it is the place where you came in originally. It's down there because, of course, you found it and you were like, "Oh, I'm standing on it." So you send your elf in that direction, knowing roughly where it is. Take a little while to get there, but it's on its way. As Shiva Thousand Eyes steps into the train, a number of her eyes begin to glow, sort of beams of bright light out from them.
I will also cast light on my little ring.
Nice. Yeah, I don't have. I have that vision. Ah!
Yeah.
I'll
I mean, you can see because these are
Yeah,
essentially
sorry.
acting like torches, and there's like 20 of them.
Wait, is it all of them? I thought is it just some of them?
Some of them, but like there is like 20, and about
Oh,
like
so-
half of them are lit up. So yeah, about like 10.
That's-
Essentially, you've got like 10 torches going on. You can kind of see. Plus dark vision, always great.
Yeah, sure. That's fine.
But with that many torches, basically there's just a lot of scatter light, so you can always see where you're going roughly.
Yeah.
Where do you want to go now? What specifically are you looking for?
They're an armory.
An armory?
Yeah.
I don't
Weapons, something like that.
know of one.
anything that's still functioning would be the thing I would look first.
Still functioning that's not gonna like instantly murder us would also be a good caveat to have.
That'd be
Thing.
nice, I suppose.
Well, meanwhile I'll be looking for something else as well.
Something else?
Oh yeah, don't worry, I'm already looking.
Okay. Well, I think I know where there's an old automaton that's still functional. Maybe you can use that.
Is it dangerous?
Wait, are you
Yes.
saying we could get our own Jemima?
No, not a guardian.
Oh.
It's
Or
one of the old.
smaller?
It's one of the ones constructed by the ancients. Well, I don't know if the guardians were. I don't think anyone knows. But an ancient sentinel.
How many legs does it have?
4,
Huh.
1 large eye.
Two like weird ear-looking things. At the back.
She like looks at you with this pair of like white, long, elongated 2-foot horns
Yeah.
sticking out the back of her head and goes,
But say like the wiggles you got.
"Really?
Oh, like sort of, I guess. Look, like those. You got those.
Thanks. Yes, it's one of those. You know them?
Ooh. Yep.
Wait, what?
Cool.
Have a look to Akane.
Well,
Try not to run at this one.
I think there's might be one still functional in here somewhere.
Could we
Are
like
they
nick it off
hostile?
round?
But, well, if you piss it
Sometimes.
off, yeah.
This ones were kind of hostile. That
What-
might have been our fault, but they
I think Akane
they
like
were pretty
ran
pissed.
into its like house though.
Yeah.
Did you piss him off?
Well, I think yeah, because like Akane basically died, so
Like, half the eyes focus on Akane. She suddenly like lights up like a beacon. She doesn't look dead to me.
I said basically, as in like like figuratively, like almost it was worrying.
Oh,
So I think Akane's
Sorry.
sleepwalking again. Akane.
can someone call him?
No. Yeah, sure.
Huh?
Oh,
Right,
there
we're
we go.
back.
He's awake.
Well,
Yep.
those,
Yeah. There you go.
hello?
He's awake.
Hello?
Hey.
Yeah.
Hey, have you woken up?
How you
Yeah,
looking now? Be fine. I'll
apparently.
stay awake.
Right, okay. Well,
What's happening?
You're being woken up by your friends who you're meant to be playing D&D with.
yeah. I'll tell you what. Nah, I think here's a good enough place to call it. We've been going for like an hour or so for the second part anyway, so. Bit early, but we do appear to be losing one of our number.
Sorry.
It's fine, buddy, you're tired. So, as you... Well, do you want me to show you where it is?
Sure. Yeah. Why not?
Okay, this way then. And she'll sort of like begin to lead off. A number of eyes like darting ahead and looking through rooms. Obviously sort of like all over the place. You get the feeling that she can see basically everything that's going on in here. And as she begins to lead you off in the directions, closer towards the room where the gateway was, actually, that you guys had seen initially with the sort of huge spinal corridor. Fuck, I only know the spaceship terms, what they're called. The large corridor that runs down the centre of the, at the very bottom of the train. As you're kind of walking on one wall, essentially. As you make your way down, closer and closer towards where the arcane eye is headed. We're going to end for the evening.
What has she got to show?
We'll get there in a minute, mate. So, thanks for watching. Click the links in the description, all of them. Lick all of the like buttons. And make out with that bell icon. Catch you in the
As
next part.
we all do.
Be sure not